As the number of cars on the roads increases, the shift away from conventional fueled vehicles gains momentum. Over 26 million electric cars were on the road in 2022, according to the International Energy Agency, a 60% increase from 2021. And this year, the number is expected to be even higher. While battery-powered vehicles have emerged as a promising solution to reduce carbon emissions, their reliance on lithium raises mining concerns. To address this, cars are being designed to run on one of the most abundant elements on Earth, hydrogen. We spoke with the managing director of a globally recognized luxury car brand here in Dubai, who gave us an exclusive look at some exciting models.
We are standing now here in the BMW Training Center, where we train all of our customer-facing staff in technical and non-technical trainings.
What I'm particularly interested in is this beauty over here. This is the iX5 Hydrogen.
Yes, it is. But the most interesting part is what is under the hood, which is a hydrogen-powered vehicle. So the way you charge it is basically you fuel it. You fuel it with hydrogen, and it takes 2 to 3 minutes to fuel the car. The beauty is that only water comes out of the tailpipe. It's zero emission. Zero.
Well, there's only one thing left to do.
Which is?
You have to take me for a drive.
100%. We have a car waiting outside.
Let's do this.
Currently, the number of hydrogen-powered cars on the road is 72,000. Industry experts predict that by 2050, the global fleet of hydrogen cars could skyrocket to 400 million. However, the high cost of production may be a barrier.
So right now, the costs are high. This is a test pilot or a vehicle that we have. But with mass adoption, obviously the economies of scale will go down.
How quickly do you think that could happen? What's the timeline before we see mass adoption?
What we showcase here is the capabilities of hydrogen being deployed on a vehicle that you and I can drive. What we see is with the deployment of infrastructure, we foresee that by the end of this decade, we would be ready to have hydrogen vehicles in serious production.
So let's talk about it realistically and practically. Do you see a point where we will not require fossil fuels to power our vehicles? And how long would that take? Do you think hydrogen would be it?
If you look into the sector itself, you have trucks, you have ships, you have planes. And if you want to be on the road towards carbon neutrality, you need to also find a way to make them green. And usually, hydrogen is the mean towards that.
With the growing demand for hydrogen, the race is on to develop new, cleaner methods to produce it.
I'm here in Dubai, in the middle of the desert, at this high-tech facility in what is one of the first green hydrogen projects in the Middle East. It is a region that has historically relied on fossil fuels, but it is the abundance of sunlight that could prove valuable on the path to decarbonization.
Hydrogen produced using fossil fuels is called grey or blue hydrogen. Today, this accounts for 96% of hydrogen production. Ultimately, for hydrogen to be climate friendly and called green, renewable energy sources such as solar or wind must be used to produce it. This solar farm delivers 1.25 megawatts of electricity to power the green hydrogen project, which is part of a larger plan for the UAE to reach net zero emissions by 2050. For oil-producing countries, the addition of hydrogen production could bolster revenues.
We could be looking at a hydrogen industry by 2050 that is something like a $500 billion annual business. Oil today is about a $2 trillion business. So you could be looking at something like this, like a quarter of the size of the oil business. So, not at the same scale, but still a very big industry in its own right.
With production goals in place, the UAE is strategically investing in the future of hydrogen to capitalize on emerging markets and to reap the climate-friendly benefits.
The UAE already put an ambitious target, 1.4 million for 2031 million tons of hydrogen, and also for 2050, which is 15 million tons of hydrogen. So this actually will drive everyone, all the UAE key players, to start achieving this target.
Looks like hydrogen could have a vital role on the roadmap to a decarbonized world.